self-sufficiency ratio I fit 12 75 after 1 year. How much percentage any could do to say job center creative name one kasa a catch committee na feeding I'll say assurance committee
parliament's
assurance committee one more assurance is a kono a chop picture the bro the boy say
life soup
Columbia college journey the university now na the year
then Kukon Kitty project. We actually have a project called Kukon Kitty. The Kukon Kitty project will cover 55,000 households producing eggs and fresh poultry for the market, and it will help reduce our $300 million we spend on importing chicken annually.
A few moments later,
some also decided to kill and eat all. In fact, they were even sending me videos that, honorable, we are eating everything. But this is not meant for that immediate consumption. We just wanted people to rear them, sell, and reinvest so that it becomes
Honorable Minister,
businesses.
that's the trending story, that they are eating the birds. You've seen it. That trending story I've just mentioned.
It's trending?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That they are eating the birds.
Oh, okay.
What a generation!
now you can't say yo the mechanic say you'll be papa
Oh, budget no.
near a buy near why ya born a paso or if you get something look good yes I'm pa yeah but near what say your dad was na a soya sene a mamma fre and no chrome near juma expanding business call consumer index the same report this July are falling. Business confidence indicators. Ni now perform. Do you know where we are getting these figures from? So by inflation, it's a 5.4. The band I weigh 8%, plus or minus 8%. Either 6 or 10. Into what bar we do 5.4? Or 3. Something is wrong fundamentally.
You think so?
Yeah, want to mean Kosa. Want to mean Kosa. And to be full say, yeah, kakra me do say na. Ako is in the boot. Na yeah.
I come to
Bank of Ghana for a board meeting in London. Now, bosom we try me yell Bank of Ghana. Omo board meeting in London. And yet the edika de toss me nuni. O my best and pray nine about we buy.
And you know, correct. Memo reference. No, but he can't lie.
No. It doesn't lie in your mouth. It doesn't mean that the whole thing how kind in name.
Nana ya anti kromo ha. Anna Jubilee House president. Ama secretary to the president. Issue letter.
Brilliant.
Pacho meba. Tie me. Cosmetics no any settings no. Edoso. President. Issue letter. Say, government appointee BN Hobeko training. Ewa manone. Nana a few months ago, Yanti Kromha and the chief of staff Julius Debra echo training wa manone. Yanti Kromha. Oh, and the publisher young. The chief of staff was outside the country for training.
No. You are not the judge.
It's on Google my training. And I have this here.
Now,
give me phone.
It is sentence now more than too much.
Manenka.
Yes. Double track. President Mahama can say, obey your president. Obey ended double track in the first year.
And so when I say review, I mean to improve. And the first thing we'll do is to abolish the double track.
We will abolish the double track system.
Exactly. And I've said that when I become president, within 1 year, we'll cancel the double track. We'll be able to let all the children go to school at the same time.
7 January 2021.
I think I made to 7 January 2022. Not double track no year for you.
A few moments later.
By 2029, we should be done with double.
Enunti sa suku no a ya ba shisha no say traffic light, red track, a yellow track, green track. Eno de e kosuru ba fom wo mu di pusagrama NDC ba e be twa sa track no ma firi ho na kwa ye be fa so atwa mu tia ya secondary school so ani ahya ase no ye wie ni nyina akwala bia benya school no bia ko ye nyina makwan a ne amakwan ye ko school mu a ne atra ho bo so me miensa ansa ne amakwan amankwala na ba fi enti eno de ye betwa track ni dia to so mienu a ye betwam nananom MPP for ka say ye ade bia free a e wa ho chobo ene nte ho enunti na omo ka say ye free.
Then Mahama can say obey president obey and the double track in the first year.
That was our wish.
It
didn't come to pass.
But
2027 is the
Ghana
deal.
for who settings no. I feel we see double track no. Yeah, the 2027 there. Okay, say obey president.
Yes.
Obey and the double track in your first year.
That was our wish.
Is
it wrong to wish?
Oh, massa. What's the economy na ye? Unya sika kra anya free SHS. O kwaje bosia e na be free SHS. O se e
ma mo de buy kra mu tumi ye.
Atoso mienu na yawo. Wasi o omo nse sika eti expenditure no omo ha omo ho nyamro so. No. O ba parliament be ka kire ye say. O hia sika so revenue na ade abo man ho akoma. Minister the budget ne buy no. The revenue shortfall for first half of the year is 2 billion. Nana yaw. Se ukunu ho. Onyere ba won chen. Se mi rama mesika 10,000 Ghana cedis. Na me fam ko jom enko to ton no ma me ye aduane. Na wo se me nya 10,000 ti mama 8,000. Che se eso ate se 2,000. Ana me boa.
Oba papa be hu yo.
Se oba no de sika no ko jom so okototo nkra no school no ma ne ade. Na oba no ase me spend 5,000 per Musan say akwana tade was mi ramanto ne mpaboa was mi ramanto a 7 previous asen we etrandi paso me e mada
awusia we de mamenche na me mo akọ banfa umbra Randy J report so na ene empanimfo Gideon Boakon ene professor ene wonom ama NDC aban ene NDC ministers ene President John Dramani Mahama wo ma mahunu pa sebi ano a yede gebosia na se nye no a na yede tua kwanya hodo NDC for the MPP for fa so pa bra ye ba beto aba eton sebi ensem bi a omuni nyina so de kire Ghana for na nam se yen ya dodo no a yen sheda nko school no NDC for kire bibia de beto yetrimu na akamu nti ene ensem ma omo ton kire ye pa de ne ni mi se ensem ma omo kan de sebi ye obi anke adwene ko akire anke be hunu se ye ntro na omo twa if ebreya MPP amonyokyo edi free senior high school by NDC for kutua sika ye advert e ka se hu hia na oman de hia enye free senior high school enti maye nto aba maye MPP enso so Ghana for gitu moto aba ampani ampana na do bae bosumi nsia se enan ye dikan no a wo hyase ma free senior high school ye adwuma enema bebre no na his excellency na Nadanko Akufo-Addo oba ben mu no wo mu se na ho kira ba sika ni ho enso so o complain nyina no wo ye adwuma o ka se ho kira ba nyina na no wo ye adwuma ampa afe ba akontem no na wo hwe project ahodo ni policies ahodo na nado ahyase ya implement ya no wo se papa na ampa wa ma media agorokora na enso so se afe ni fani NDC 4 edaso ediso bo ebo MPP 4 MPP 4 daso esu NDC 4 asa edaso a chechire wo mukashire da wo muti hwa na eso wo mo ade akini da akopie ha ne da akoso ha ne de huntanse ebo MPP 4 ne ade a na campaign wo mkokoye ye ne nsem ahodo wo mukachire Ghana 4 ebesi nne wonu mutimi nya ba akompo 24 hour economy mpo a na ye ene na ye wonu mo flagship policy anase wo mo ba no nyina no wo mo asem ba ko no mo ton pa any 24 hour economy ebe wi akire ne de aginsemu ama sese de edwa na yesi ebubu school dan sisi edwa ebubu hospital ne yesi edwa ho na eba betrenam Kumasi Central Market kakaraka Mahama si ye impo buza se acha no nsia na obi akora ni ho konkran kantamanto aboso kan ne hemfa no so one na wakakoto no hon wakakoto aduane ade se bia wiampo ye tu botom prosifo sen na wo my Ghana mu ha ene wia brane na akromfo e de moto di wachi epe wachew na na dwe de hwom ha ene o my Ghana enema bi ho no me se de gu akwan mu ansa na ya dwene mpo se dachi bi ne ebetimi aye adwuma na dwo enso so ene enkurase nyina ye sisi market se 24 hour economy when na free na kurase betu moto anadwo se oba beto ade odwom o de koye den enti ene Gideon Boakun any professor or mo cheren PP4 or ma cheren NDC4 papa ewo anamom titiri wo budget nsem wo mo de ba ya ene nsem bebre ya ekoso wo my Ghana mpa yenya daje na yentie bi
ene emu nsem bi ewo mu a eya na esanse nye nipa ni nyina na benya bre akan document kakraka ni nyina na sabe nti ase no so nyamenche o prof muti bia ahwa ni bi abi wo kra wo kan akwasa bible ye nyina ye kan e wo mo muti ase pa yi no ma kire mu nti no mani bi wo budget ni mu a akonom kra na o mo wa aban ni mu no o mo mfa o ma dwene nkoso na media makan budget ni pa ana free na no fi adaba besi nenso finance committee e wo mra shebadwa fi aye na speaker ama ye tumi se budget ba ye shia na ye doso budget no ya tena si free adaba besi ena no pay our finance minister otisa meeting ni mu bi questions bi a wo budget no ho monchire mu ene noma bi a sabe o kan na wote ni wasom watrasa e bi kura bai wasom de nanso ye ko bie mu a na wo hu sabe ya so fefefro ni a ena wo hu nsama megidi sa dana finance minister kan budget no Ghana ni bia ni ho a prekopena no anase nipa bi kura nya asa adwena kakra bi nipa kakra bi na bi o madwen course so say na say budget ye de abai ye ne ye hwe Netflix ye use DSTV ane ye toto no ma wo online say na ye nua no ma ba wa edwuma mu dia no obi wo Ghana no wa order no ma wo Nigeria na ye de abre no ababa wa pese otonwi e wo South Africa no wa order na ye de abre no ebinum kra oda enwi ni bi ewo sebe Brazilian hey ebinum oda bi wo Thailand yenu no maba wa na ewo university
uzu ni mbe bi eton nwi pa o
say yenu maba wa na yenu maba wa na ana me wife so ya baba wa enti no mani bi o ha minim ti
say oni mbe bi eton nwi o de twaso
jumadi e koso sesia wo yesu apon no say sabe ya wo fo sika de support school no enso die nu anu maba wa ne mrante omo apekwan bi so a omo so didwan kakra e woda no makra no madeba na aban de bibia hye budget ni ma obe introduce ade bi afa no cross border VAT eye VAT a okodwom koto ade a na de bi atoso ama na de ayesi no yani a use Netflix DSTV ye woda no ma wo Thailand ye woda nwi no ma wo China Nigeria Togo na omo de brain no aban pekwan bi nso so agye sika ewo ho na sa cross border VAT no amaman bebre empe enti enka omotas anase VAT structure system no Ghana de ye de ba be ye adwuma so na wotwe mu parliament je budget ntuma sa na aban we pese wo de ba akada de wo mu nie de wo mu ni se ye just ato na amenu ya ko kasa o DSTV for autonoma omoje to omfa ma ba enye nokre adwumako bia ni ho a owotumi se ojeto e wo Ghana for ho apart from Ghana ba eti
menye sho se me kasa
o sana wo kai eti se
did I say that pro
pacho o se enoma ye DSTV a ye hwe no eto a eda so sika omoje no e ma Ghana aba ho nti Ghana aba the way ba no waje sa sika ni bi
mankasa
that is how I understood
me ka say obi eye DSTV a sika otria no ebi ko aban ho through taxes but Netflix enyesa that's it
sika ban the ko DSTV ho an ko Netflix so
say ene me kwa subscribe ya
o de me ba
IP and the percentage of taxes goes to
Netflix
but online is different
ago abanenko ono an na pen clarity wenya also I am fan mambio akwa ye money nkasa
o da bi you obey with abem if it is straight I'll not come in
menyoni
aban kwa na wotumi sa wagye to e wo man yi mo adwumako bia ni to tumi sa wagye obi to taxes de e aban energy na ya kasa cross border VAT no a kire se wo kra enoma efi Thailand adwumako no esa as a Thailand no wo na ho na all produce no mo na ho na origin of the product na wo the cross border VAT no a year adwuma on two principles: destination principle and the origin principle. Origin principle is a krona nipa kono e produce no man wo so no saa krono ebeje wo tax macho utimi na baabi a wode no man e ba e destination no say Ghana so no so be den obeje wo tax e teacher say o to saa de na obetua tax nko amino VAT no obetua amino de oboni be kan say double taxation macho tell me chana say eti say abanya introduce saa de ne wom se pe e che say wo da normal online ni bia na obetua VAT na hodo mienu na kwakoye double eno no say aban hwe ni ye say e de ho kire kakra e be brega na fo ye to so biwa menu akoka ye na budget no na ya de na wanji sika foforo ne enye ade foforo wo Ghana ha look eno ma be break cost so se ya asisi pen ya anye hu dede ya no mu kra de omo ye ne kakra bia na omo trem kan bebre. This is not the first time finance minister be the budget akọ parliament na ose men jessica foforo ye wa kan ofo at a time e ko so okoye media review make 2023 okay page 3 of the 2023 media review budget paragraph 18 to 21 kan ofo at anko jessica foforo and free Ghana for her. The demand no and no akoma and what the boy. It is an atofos in so-called parliament. Now I say budget and media bay, me Jessica Fufra, and yard for be as I say, Yakasa Yantonium and Freno. A face so yes, so economy no a grow, abro $100 billion into Yamoy and some Emma President Mahama by any atofos. And also Edikai, and your first time Ghana economy grow beyond $100 billion in year. 2024, first time Ghana economy hit 1 trillion and above, 1.2 trillion a year 2024. So 2024 budget no can offer a budget in the buyer. So Breno now and today's present value terms. Or converted to dollars, it's more than $100 billion. And then also a yard for fraud. You see inflation about from DDEP. After the DDEP, you say who here. A bra, a bind that down, yes, a young restructure yen debt, no, NDC a bank I said that be. Kano, and the idea cost of my money, Sika, and Saka, no opportunity. It is because of the debt restructuring. And no. And a free space no dear my. Now my men san cancel so do ya say. 1 year na ye di wonka. A restructure on debt ka say yama aban bread na on fan tua sa eka no. Say na ye tua enya de foforo bia wan san say. Can ofrata na or structure or restructure ye debt no. Ansa na mo ba no. Na debt ni bia mature de di kan na watua. De atosum yenu na watua. And Sana Akufo-Addo hand over mamo de atoso me sakura Akufo-Addo tuaye. Eti samaba na musuba tua de atoso 9 de atoso numu a sebe producer we no ne wanwa ane de. Enya ade bia enwanwa. Na cardinal ade pa asase ye hwe ne ye ne se. Ye betima akeka yensam nyina na inflation kofom na sebe GDP kosro GDP ya okay ya 6.5%. Can ofrata ya na mopese mudi na term ne MPP aban. Also why 6.5 ono ba na afia dika wo 8%. Akufo-Addo na afia tosomienu o 7%. The atosomiensa o 7%. O ba ko ni mienu na wanya 5 and 6.5 no. Wo se yantonyo mfro. Na budget ne de. Minister be radio. Ebinu be yo model obeka ya na ya. Can ofrata budget dikan. Aboso kan fo nyina abosi o Ghana asa wo kan. Na Ghana for budget so adentia ono ne budget dikan no eto mako edunson na Akufo-Addo aban yi free ho ana wotete so de ma Ghana for momo bae mo budget dikan mo de to mako enwotwe na begu Ghana for ko mu eti de mo ye ne nei akase crazy ama abroso can frata your budget to Ghana ha at import duty so by 50%. At import duty on vehicles so by 30% to Ghana ha mobile money sadi nibi na ade ba ko me pesa Ghana ni bia atwe na adwene sisu ne se yese banche enya eja na beye den ebe kire se ne atoforsin 2024 wasi o inflation hu ya also economy ya grow nominal GDP 1 trillion kra enye no ehia e Ghana for bottom ene ehia nya sana na omuka afedi ene de omo se ya inflation and na mo ka se inflation yes nde de git no en kra krom ha ukoto entos baako eye 10 Ghana cedis kadna entos baako eye 10 Ghana cedis se ne unkita 50 Ghana cedis ene 100 Ghana cedis a untimi mfan toast enya bomu ewo fie ma wabusuafo ni anu a mehia baba wa bi wo so no de jollof kra wajadi sanse toast o mo de be jollof no munya sika no ma yedan o mato yeti han ye nunu ye ho na yesere say inflation abafa wa bra Ghana for to entosi but ya kana bobo ba ko na sese entosi ba ko 10 Ghana cedis ye wi a wo say inflation abafa entosi na ya to from 10 Ghana cedis and inflation na abafa no na inflation na ya kana no de kadna why na te Ghana ha na okoto ade na obeton a obusa inflation rate ansa na watwane bo dabi nipa no sane e wosi ebo ka ede do afuo no odi to atrazin gramoquat odi to adwumawura odi to condemn no eno na o hwe so ede a price na de no sane okoto no ma no wo sabe China odi bedru port ya gene bo no eno wo hwe de charge na de enya inflation e wo form inflation de kana e wo form ade boa aban investment decisions any budgeting decisions any financing decisions the entire America say abai percent inflation come economic indicators are looking good sani abaya oni ne partners to say IMF World Bank for din komo bekas ma balance me books ni kama bibi kama but eno nkyere say Ghana for ye ho atoye ati say wo adwuma na wo pesa wo ko bank a unya bank bosia ka na do obaya ni say obetima ka say wadwuma ye for kura wontua omoka eti sika sasa wo de ma adwuma ye for no say sika no na wo de kogu bank computer say wo adwuma mu ho emfa wo ho sabe nkrofo hia training emfa wo ho o pesa wo build accounts no say na be ya wo kwa bank manager hwa accounts no beka say papa wadwuma koso pa wo adentia say wo accounts no kire say da bia wo de sika ye den ba betum woni bank manager ne ntamu no wa bo ho moden wo accounts no look kama wo indicators no look kama but wo beba adwuma mu no wadwuma ye for wontimi ntua omoka omo nwenwi computer say wontimi nkura no ka ya de ko adwom ko ya adwuma petronim wontimi nto eti wo indicators ne de eboa aban ene ne nkita hodie ene ba bia wo pesika free ene noma bia opeso wo ya de ema nipa bia ni so na mom wadwuma ya fo na e wo fom no na omo ho kire omo eti inflation ya si aba fom ya si GDP ya si we ya si ni nyina eboa aban wo ne IMF ne adwuma ko bi de sa World Bank fo ntam ade na ye ne ye kodwom koton toast 10 Ghana cedis ne de enye no na ye hwe na de ntia me ka se banche nya eja na be kire ne se hwe ya si inflation aba fom GDP ye kama fiscal balance a balance kama eti aban ayade aban a wo se why are there an indicators a year jumano? Busa ho se adentina edru se SSR ye pesika edebo asukufo a yese yankwaje busia adentina yese ye pesika tu adwuma ye foka yese yankwaje busia kad na wona wa hye wo yire yedwa da bia be kodwan mu entos nie momoni nie ehwa ye mase pem afei wo yire kodwa so no nkofa no mahofra mra osimiwura wa mama busia mintimi nko for sikani bibra yamfantua amkrane school fees a osimiwura wa moye bosia yentimi ntua amkrane school fees o afa store na ayema no eso mfaso ne sen economy na ayese ayeyie enoma eko kama no adenti na enne yakọ World Bank se wa moye bosia free SHS yentimi ntoa so esase Ghana ni bia busa no sa question no adenti na yese economy na yeyie na inflation wa form na wewa from bibia ya kama nanso ene finance minister say obobosia ansa na watimetu adwumayefo ka me pesa Ghana ni bia busa sa akwhye no eche se no ma enkoyie sania mo hunu no ene sania mo sika no eye paper so enkrata mu ena ma kyekere no ma wintan say enoma be look good na maka brofo akere IMF for ene World Bank for say bibia ekoyie but Ghana for ni so so ewo fom ahokyere no adoso sika eni nkrofo bottom eno ena Ghana for eka ho asem ba person look gentle sika ho na spend the cra wo se wo spend na na make say bi dam de atwato wo say na no sabe flood ya esi ade ba ko beto odwa ema World Bank for kan say de nti ema sa flood kase ne ba ye nyina ne say enhyehyɛ ya yewura kufu ado aban mo yeto ho ma World Bank for ma yesika say yemfanye sabe flood control mechanisms yenye drains ne nkro ne ba na nka nsuo to afi ya flood ne ma no finance minister sika ne da ho wo se esan say o person ni nkrata mu ye comment no say sika no onfa en spending po na sabe impreduasa akokasa ya say fiscal balance aye say deficit eno to ma sika ne da ho e ma Ghana fo wie Ghana for Japade asai insu afa nkrofo fie omo TV omo mpa obo no manyina asai wa abra na sika da ho ya hwe ama ba da ho ma wo wae den aba be kan ye adenti a ye percent inflation ba fom ye wie no president call rounds was wo my year anti flood mitigation measures eti finance minister release 150 million cedis na ye fa hwe saade no budget ya to force de bae o se sa sika no on spending net and spending the china because was spendia ebema inflation aside den asa akosoro eti wo kan budget na paragraph 7 finance minister de ahyemu say minister for works and housing for at the program ba beto nanim kura say on funded sa irrigation program na afuwe wanya den onyi sika bia me funded na sa wopa metumre ne ma kyerɛsie
kan ultimate no akyerɛsie
yes eti kan na dia besa meka nyina ne say attitude na finance minister ne danadi sa opesa yakasa one de oba ye no inflation aye kama cedi aye kama GDP wey ane ne nkɔ ne ba ekosa no mani nyina ne sika da ho ya jeje Ghana foto ya tua sa to no yakobo bosia sika na ba esesa aban de sika no ba system mu na sika no kɔfom na nkrofo feel sika no na ye de ye adwuma na ye de bo aman na ye de bo nkrofo na economy a yesi aye yie no senka aye yie ampa kayan kobo busia emfa ntua adwuma ye foka ena me no ka say ya babusia ansa ne ya tua adwuma ye foka say ayeye say ne ya kana na kayan kobo busia emfa nye free senior high school ena me no ka say last week ya ba parliament ya baje busia over 300 million aye de kwakoshe free senior high school mo adenti ne yesi economy na yeye na je say kobo busia ansa ne ya hwe ye ma wo secondary school
mate ma Mr. Prof na ye say ebi ano no de otiase Prof maba external supervisor ho we mu nyina internal assessors si maba external anti
ni kan say obo aso na
from bajo no am on so kakra ma
obo aso na assessment aya na yes keke akola nya 8 also no na ye onya 10 also teacher na de man anti assessment bia no wo hwe ne eye ne enye se menya ko kan ye ni nyina na business na ko bia no ho betimi akaso de ankoya na ti enjoy ni nyina okay no me fa start ho
okay
me kase o maya ye boy ye free bibi economic stabilization and economic growth na ukọ hospital na se achidi bowa se fever udru doctor na on kase kotrumeka obehwe se infections na e koso no obema bofra no na onipa na oyare ne ho ato no anso acheso rumika bi obekotu a na wakokotu menyu ko na obo interest rate inflation GDP reserves sanyu mane nyina no eye symptoms so binya 3D so mine na ifi covid ase na ye ho achi yen ewiase nyina bu kotodwe na ho kira ba no oma bia no se ohun sa se sanyoma na ekofo che se ye fi biase na so besa tumika no and also who say kind of economic growth and just economy na start create jobs economy no start increase production afa economy who say wa page ni mu nipa production businesses expanding and e ka say only economic growth na you see here me say yawoda a budget review na ejebo taze no beduye na your minister of finance at the your budget no your media budget review betuja na sa no sha you can review na sika dia mo se fakojom fakodija na we bu ho account dia chiro mindful nti ba you tell us evaluate implementation of approved budget and they are also ba obabeye na o kind document na menim say ya wonya bia kenkan a e mo du pa na se na menua
nya bi mu ba ma kenkan
SSR dia nya obia no betima nya kwan akenkan ni nyina akosi na em say ye minister na otia no pa ya be bi o ha anko ye beka ye ko ye ni aka yedi kama buying say yes indicators na look good but then so say more example how economy no eti nemum buy asitran mu a how na problem no ewo now we say document no or say ye fa country or the administration inherited over 50% inflation yeah enya no quarry 2024 na inflation enya 50%. Our document say 50%. You be correct ho no. 23.5 or so. It is onya kwan a aya on san check ho. O say afa ECOWAS convention criteria meeting nyina. Yeah, enya no correct. Be meeting nyina, maybe o ho a aka kire say be meeting. Mati ho na wie no. Min kase aban eka se o man ya save sika bi heavily reliance on expenditure cuts. Or say a saving 4.5 billion. Over Kaiser or say you can say best spend 24.5 billion. And yanya yentimian spend you spend 20.39 billion. Excess of money ya save ska 4.15 billion. Say onya a kwan bioma omiehu the difference between budget variance and a fiscal savings. As you so kase me spend sika we na man spend it na esotia eno nche savings. And chest savings. A budget variance. So sunya unya okaso de beto ebekano a one spend yan kodu no eno ene wo ho. Na ade na mi hu budget na ha mi bebre. Say aban ka say 4.5 or 4.15 ya save. Na o save says kana eno be friend say savings say awu bibi edi amount some de ko share adwuma bi mu adwuma na de ko share mu no awon fa so edi amame. There was nowhere in the budget that say 4.15 e ko share bibi ma de fa so de bro mine dabi in say kwanya ba na e kan sa e be stress men use words anyhow where difference e ba ye sika also spend cost spending an ko share bia enti me ka say the government now has confused lower expenditure to permanent savings. Let me say Parliament in here the difference between the two. Now on share kwanya or this kind of maybe or the share a wo yeska at the mine. Now adia ba kwa mpese share so ya. Budget so ba be review, media review. I was so trained initiatives I did now and now can't sell by an update on the initiatives. Adia aban na metia na me de pa on manifesto no say ye be free be 24-hour economy. Ye free be Nkoko Ketekete project. Enti o the budget by 2026 budget no. Na obema review yi. Anka sa review no anka be cover sa nema nyina. If I did bia me kasa sa bant me 24-hour economy nko a anka ye mo free a omo atie si kroma enya dwuma nyei. Yaw. Adwuma pan beba kro. Ende bia me ka me bo aba no aban mission cry say omo sa de ntimi nya adwuma. Anka media review ba sa update or senior. I don't know in the budget where we had an update on
24-hour
the 24-hour economy.
You didn't even mention it.
And Nkoko Ketekete. Kai say you had 110 million and akoshimo on akokonkwa 24-hour. Nkoko Ketekete you had 245 million and akoshimo. And it's only sa kwenye na oma update. I also ma on my phone nya bibi kakra I was sad dia it is kakoi because can the amount and now we more updates adia nanka Nkoko Ketekete ba be ne say your poultry production e fie ye di fie amount no ne ba na so better you spend about 350 million sadi ye nya updates I was so in the budget have a tie for so. Yeah, BBT say na me ka debt to GDP ratio. Say no mine no ye both say say e kan na 61. Say about be year 45. E no correct. Nti ye the more ye fama. No mo ye misa explanation behind these figures. It's improvement about. I was say some explanations I was adding. So rebesi economy. O si kan da nyani na. Be so te. Until ontimi ka be bia say about 45. They say no o ho kwan so bituma ko borrow bi dia ka ho. Da bi ye nya ne sa. Because kese ne ketwa na divide kese. Until dan ya obenya ne ketwa. Enti enese ema ho kwan sa ban eso atede a yen kono yen san koji me fanka ho because that's not the real picture here. Affirmative bia na e wo se etwuma so kakra. Se isika ya koje bisen ya bo. Bon se me se menua be ma wa ha or parliament. Ya bo 1 billion one more approve 1 million.
Yeah, for now $1 billion.
Approximately 1 billion.
Yeah.
But it was omitted from the debt.
No.
Oh,
Dabi. It's not approved.
I think I can't answer.
I was a boom.
No, Mrs. Samadin don't buy my.
And other na young boss and your man so. I have me.
I did see you, none of the books and I come up.
And your policy, I did not share gains in your no. Yeah, unsa started reversing. Inflation is now back from 3.2.
CD is depreciating.
I call CD coffin. Now you can't free SHS. Your dedicated fund are dear free SHS. Yankasa the Bissia and the free. I mean, your boss. You see, your Kojiska World Bank.
I took a do.
TV and you free. The free no. You nya dedicated source. It's kind of money they acquire our project.
So I see economy.
Oh, there was something on freeze a year. I'm say contingency fund. It's frozen. Oh, so say I'm starting.
Okay. Oh, are ago. Only about treasure.
I've been on 10 minutes.
Professor Isaac Boadi started 10:30.
How come now? Me and I am saying that.
Oh yeah, some me 38.
I started 10:30.
Wako 18 minutes.
The badger, Emmanuel and distracted.
Oh, yeah, Uncle Prof. Uncle,
Prof.
38.
Because
who are 28, not 38.
28.
How many say? So what dedicated
all time and cut because started 10. Monday started Prof.
10 OJ 1 minute.
Yo,
okay.
1 minute, don't they cut 25 when 26.
So I'll take you 2 minutes.
Yeah. So what's a contingency fund? Would be a project. It's frozen.
Contingency fund near Desica.
Just say, baby, 2 put to prove. Na ade ahokyere bi aba saa putupuru no one budget for nti ababe bom we de betu mu sense one budget for just so physical bi nti aboabo ye ho sie sane Joseph Kachere Pharaoh say 7 years obenya aduane 7 years e komba nti omo abo ne ho sie no
but honorable Dr. Reverend Gideon Boako honorable Reverend Gideon Boako matemedase
sir fund no it's frozen at the court. Too bad then what when you say scan film at the project happens all day. Now idea na me share budget no. A hamikakra revenues. Yeah, for Tony Koshe all the revenue lines. It be in why you meet your target. Compare this and sometimes also fair in analysis. Won't mean far a whole year and found to half year home. To the answer we ninko yachi nianko 2025. All the revenue lines the same half year compare half year to half year. You meet all the revenue stream targets. This year, the same half year. Your revenue target, non-oil revenue, we didn't meet the target. Domestic revenue, yes. And EMT, non-oil, we targeted 6.5. We made 6.4. Domestic, 7.8. We didn't achieve. Total revenue, we didn't achieve. So you realize that every aspect na compensation, na expenditure crown, yeah, so. It is a so one meet revenue targeter. It's just a expenditure part portions difficult to execute. Now you can't keep us. Say your capital project no. A banner prudent. You cut those expenditure. Expenditure ben ye cut here. Near my developmental projects no and now say the when ye cut here. I'm here to know. Now, share BBT say the various revenues here. You also want your revenue. Remember, 2027, 28, your maturing debt. I also my you. Ebia, abane so nya ska de go. You say, on of it much say ska go there. What is ska go? You bet me the tua. Yeah, ska go ho minim. Say ni ho minim. It's a revenues underperform here. A say months to come, years to come, you're going to struggle. A whole and a habit. Expenditure also a cutting a lot of the expenses. Those expenses are cutting and translated into job employment. All the figures we are mentioning, reduction in exchange rates, reduction in inflation, improvement in reserves. Bisa say job send it to me create. Now adia na ha me kakra in the budget ananka me hwe nim. Say minister nya kwanya na obechrechi mu a anka obechre how much aban spend here our Greek ministry ho. Because budget is about to media review no ban. Now you who say Minister of Finance any a Greek minister. Now one juanchi kakra abeda figures are a course asio. Until now me sure him senka minister bechre mu. Also the bear 1.5 million and the core Ministry of Agric. You be some minister say, oh, that be me san kasa iska no. Me saka na 950, na me saka 450. And this is saying and the core Agric. The day a minister ne car saying kokon no ya da pay anim no. Yo, Anka Caribbean minister and resign. That day was a day as our project was killed.
And this an Instagram.
That day, I was said, a buying Caribbean, some minister and Uncle Fee and Fana.
Absolutely.
One man metre said 245 year demo se for Ejumane. Your young faso are created this number of jobs. Self-sufficiency ratio I fit 12 equal 75 after 1 year. How much percentage any could do to say? Job center creative. Name one kasa a catcher committee na feeding assurance committee.
Parliament's
assurance committee. One more assurance. Assurance is a kokono a picture the bro. The boy say
light soup.
Columbia College engineer the university and now the year. Now you can't say. Yo, the mechanic say you'll be papa.
Oh, I don't know.
Near a buy near why ya bona paso. Or if you get look good, yes, I'm pa a year. But near what say your dad was na a soya sine, a mamma friend, and no chrome near Juma, expanding business. Correct consumer index. The same report this July. I follow business confidence indicators. Ni now perform. Team knew where we are getting these figures from. So by inflation, it's a 5.4. The band I were 8%, plus or minus 8%. Either 6 or 10. Into what bar we do 5.4 or 3. Something is wrong fundamentally.
You think so?
Yeah, what do you mean Kosa? What do you mean Kosa? And to me, folks say, yeah, Kakra made the say na. I call early in the boot. Na, yeah.
I come at 12 minutes. Mecha mamo, my mamo 333. Na me zuma fa 3 and one no. But was it?
Oh, they are not there.
Time ni nyina cry me the other. No. Maybe do ka. I don't know do ka. Man for 3 minutes. Okay, man team film. We 28. Originally na say ka we 25. Granted say me for 1 and do call 26. I come for 2 and do call 28 and one.
I call 15 minutes and so man 5 account.
Wow. That be say no na me follow up questions man. Ghana Revenue Authority say fanto manfo nyina nim enkanka ene mo amoje VAT ene CST edema ban say June busume no dia etwa mu no busumi June ye etwa mu yi esese fia da ebe be kɔ na wie ye no na odi sika no abre aban se wo ma fia da etwam na so amfa sika no ama aban a wabo aban eka enu nti ubetua penalty na da bia be ba beto so no o sika ubetua de ama aban enu nti hye so se ne be ya o ma aban eto enwewo nyame eya adom a o kire se efia da be nko na wie ye de na wotua sika esese wotua ema aban na e de asomdwe abre obia awo
bra
pajo wo 3 minutes.
Okay, me na say be manage sa Drew baby na say obi so de kakra kan hwane apa ho kyerɛ na your friend is saying
o de own sanda o.
You see Mamenka BB on the issue of revenue are buying some areas when to me meet the target. Honorable to force in a buyer. Based on that, one can say no to me Ghana phone to being can say me here more money or something. Or say the year one ankasa, we can still manage it. What he's going to do is realignment. Inti say Obika say yen to me enya target na. Osazo can be. or say expenditure control. Adia MPP into me no. Expenditure control. Say our ability to cut waste. In fact, money is as good as its management. And let me explain it better. Say ene my imagine say this year and I say bosumi me salary. Me de mienu ebeto shoe. Me de meto jacket miensa. Na BBC say mean to me enya my expected money. What do? I just cut some other say coat back no meja to her and I say shoe no meto back. Enya chenchene say you must meet your target when the revenue is not there. And no na kenu forianta into me anyano. That is why I said the difference between MPP and NDC is very huge. Afei Minuaka say you see economy no eya. Why are we going for a loan? Maybe some may say Minuana kaseyana. Say obi eje loan na nature say nisika sem enye. So this is the mindset omodiyen echo the rock bottom of this economy. Abibia eseye ewo Ghana. And let me explain. Say make answer shift system asem. Ukra na bisa say 2027 move to me ewie. Enye 2029 bio. Na ya obisa me meboa. So say yankasa yenim say ye sika ye be boaboa no. Se betuma boaboa no stop shift system any providing the needs of the kids and all those things are. Eye 2029 ena ye betumi akase ye ho ahenha ye sa shift system ye jai. But ene we are comfortably telling you say yen yampamu yen en free world market o. Yampamu yen say wontumi emerge sika o. We on our own decided say ye be free ye more remove atiti ye revenue nkete no na ye de ahye ye ho. But NPP, they were sacked. Yes, you don't have the capacity to pay. In fact, so obiko world market so okako this car. Ne purchase say ye buno. Say an economy no aye ye buno say bosia oba beje no obetumi etua hoka.
And an rising.
Ne kwakra ne say in say ye be 2029 and the safe system no. Yes, there be ye kwako jisika. Na ye de akwako tuya na shift system ye de ma contractors na 2027 no ye twa sa shift system ni mu se na be ya 2 years 2027 echo 2029 sika anka ye de ba be hyem amayetumi awie no ye de sa sika ni mum etua World Bank for na yakwako je bosia no ewom ho
mate
and oh man come so sana ye friend say 3 minutes no enso meba. You also 4 minutes be.
4 minutes.
You also said something say loans na ye kwakoje no eye for den. Hwe ene yankasa ye modern bo. Every region be a ukoma. Ye say ye no ye dualize every region. Ofri Accra Eastern region it must be dual. Oko Central region it must be dual road. Oko Volta region it must be dual. So Ashanti region now oko Ahafo it must be dual. Ufri Ahafo now oko BA. All this but ye kwako je bosia se ne be ya ye sika ye de dualization ye betumi aye feeder roads e dia kan one significant thing am for no enwe wa ha agboja in this negotiation sika na omode ba no and prof will bear me witness sika busia bi abaje bia no the consultants any ade ekika ho because we are not desperate because we are prudent managers of the economy no World Bank sika na eba na say hey mamonfa your friend say bi anka ho ye mpe consultant bia we are well able to do it size can ye de kwakọ ma consultant no ye de kwa akwakọ ye ekwan se ne be ya ebe benefit yo mo se nya sa de mo sorry free ha enko ne World Bank patch so okay ye de scan be mamo ye mfa consultant enka ho who in Ghana can do this negotiation.
Apart from NDC.
Medas Namisha. Ubenyache.
Ogidi Bram.
And I have many animal NDC for a committee of man. I'm pay. Odi cash starting a submission can be. I see more wasteful expenditure.
Of course.
Now MPP time. Now for board meetings. Ewa man on it.
True.
Or mobile BBC uncle. So Ghana for Mr. Chama want to make a Ghana Mutio. Or more Casasa, Umayenti or Mumino. And now, just last month, Ako, just last month, Bank of Ghana for a board meeting in London. Now, Bosumi Bank of Ghana, Omoko board meeting in London. And yet, the Dikan yet toss me or my best and pray nine about we buy. And you know,
Memo reference. No, but he can't lie.
No. It doesn't lie in your mouth. It doesn't mean that the whole thing how kind in your name.
I toss me. And I am to Kromoha. Anna Jubilee House President. Ama Secretary to the President. A issue letter.
Brilliant.
Pacho meba. TM. Cosmetics no, and the settings no. And also, President. A issue letter. Say, government appointee BN Hobeko training. Ewa manane. Nanayao. A few months ago, Yanti Kromha and the Chief of Staff Julius Debra echo training wa manone. Yanti Kromha. Oh, and the Omo publish here. The Chief of Staff was outside the country for training.
No. You are not the judge.
And I have this here.
Now, try.
Give me phone.
It is sentence now more than too much. Yes, double track. President Mahama can say, obey president. Obe ended double track in the first year.
That was our wish.
It
didn't come to pass.
Now, but too much.
2027 is
Ghana
the deal.
for who sentence no. I feel we see double track no. Yeah, they cut 2027. Yeah, there. Okay, say obey president.
Yes.
Obe ended double track in your first year.
That was our wish.
What's the economy? Oh, massa. What's the economy now? Ye. Unya sika kra anya free SHS o kwaje bosia e da be free SHS o se e
ma amode buy kra mutu mi ye
atoso mienu nana yawo wase o omo nse sika eti expenditure no omo ha omo ho nyamro so no o ba parliament be ka kire ye say o hia sika so revenue na ade abo man ne ho akoma minister the budget ne buy no the revenue shortfall for first half of the year e 2 billion. Nana yaw se ukunu ho onyere ba won chen se mi rama mesika 10,000 Ghana cedis na me fa nko dwom enko toton no ma me ye aduane na wo se me nya 10,000 ti mama 8,000 che se eso ate se 2,000 ana me boa
oba papa be hu yo
se oba no de sika no ko dwom so okototon kra no sukuu no ma ne ade na oba no ase me spend 5,000 per Busan say akwara tade wasimi ramanto ne mpabo a wasimi ramanto a 7 previous ase we etrend pass me
e madam fu ogidi me da se fansia
sika mo ka ase mu hia de abo ma ne ho akonhoma no Ghana for ye to a se yetua ye emu 2 billion per eto na Ghana for entimentua afi o ka che se won saka sa sika na o be spend 172 billion ana di bia ye adwuma ma Ghana for
yes o time
sika ye tua emu 2 billion pa na ye ntua no Adentina ekoba said yes all the boy ma no wa fall by 45 billion. Ti asem na yeka ni yo. Eti enya prudence expenditure. Sika no ye tua to no ye de amount. Sika ni gu ho atofo se one spend it. Adentia was spend ya ebe man economic indicators no akosoro World Bank for beka se wa amone homoden. Ghana for bi beka se wa amone homoden. Sika ni gu ho. Oh, Shama, wa kai wa bra bada ho no ti bibi to say Garrick money wan kwanko yusu ska no am afraid ba be fire
say aso for prof
ya be say ka kire mo say sa certain saban na ayi na mo ye Ghana fo hu
ogidi no mo ntra na madam we friend ogidi bo
spend the money ade tres ka no spend kokon ketikiti ya man ko
mami bisa
ama ma kokon no
yes bisa wa say
mami bisa prof ade ntina mo ntimi ntia
I come 3 minutes and answer.
Only visa.
Yeah, man, you will be off us. We will tell now we are obvious question. Yeah, we just say
Bro.
NDC for an administration on benchmark here. Why? Is it MPP?
I couldn't. But I couldn't. Mama, why?
Oh no. I mean, I could over from me. A question is maybe sir. Benchmark a MPP. So administration one month home model. Oh benchmark can you?
Also, my mom home model.
Okay. I don't know. You can be say where comparison DVA budget. You spend almost about 15 pages comparing to previous administration. And you fair. It's here proper benchmark. I feel na ako kase aban or fiscal surplus when you sika. Ni refi there's overall the fiscal surplus. Go check it. A negative.
No.
Until o check me for more me I am on check here. Na can no answer. My for the primary. My for the primary one.
0.9% of GDP.
So check the overall. It will give you an idea. I feel you said to eliminate waste. Aban bono home modern akate expenditures a hun here. Yenche baby a hun here kate yo. Nemo July 20th July. So check it daily graphic on page. MMDs are spending 22 million. I collected 10 million.
Over how many years?
A 2025 report.
But
no check.
Report say how many years? Google it and see.
You say go and check 2025 MMD of Eva. Ako. Check it. Oh, check it.
I don't need to check. It came on the papers here.
So
it was over 10 years.
And you're 10 years. A different report.
No.
You check.
I said the way I say. Auto Benzi, Janos,
check it. Administration or ye expenditures a hunyan. Won't mean spend it 20 million MMDs. I could collect it 10 million. And ye. I feel na ye can say SME support. And then you might fault me in your business. I will chrome the edge, man. I know how many businesses I could who are they apply for loan from a bank. I buy the Ankranko Juma Air Core Bank for Fiscal. The net domestic borrowing. A cost a banity sima ya de mano. Ankranko Juma no. Unyesi cannot the edgeba. Check the figures. It tells you the figure is here able to. Now, me come na kosi ya. You best stress DDP no. And they how to buy. Yet you see. Nemu infrastructure ba ho. Ye can aya ye man for son tiasie. Say sometimes it is important to know. Ebinu wo ha ahonchre buy or house nemu mesre infrastructure e ba ho no in terms of savings no. I was say a man for so ya we infrastructure ye nya asade no. Yo.
Baba. Meba I could the idea be a breme. Mekan ena ogidi so de ba kwa ma me mekan ni bi oni nyina nam de.
Eh what na za ototoko.
I say Ghana's metropolitan, municipal and district assemblies spent 22.4 million on salaries for revenue collectors to mobilize just 10.26 million in internally generated revenue. This was even reported last week in one of the dailies. It's our story with the America.
And a period, no.
Period near between 2021 and 2025.
It's had a profit there, so NDC.
Okay, Beba.
Family phone, mammy.
No, me sorry, roof, mama.
No, you're reporting which year?
Yes, it was reported, but the period that the Auditor General only back home say MPP messy up no result by Yom Khan 2025 no.
All right, then this is from the Ogidi Sodia Bremi. The most recent overseas training workshop attended by Dr. Julius Deborah took place from 21st to 23rd of April 2026 at Harvard University in Cambridge, Massachusetts in USA. He participated in a ministerial leadership program organized in partnership with Big Win Philanthropy, according to myjoyonline.com.
sponsor bibi no.
Oh, Gidi.
It was sponsored. Everything was sponsored.
Sponsored by who?
We stop one case story na you am o.
Debbie, why won't you adinasi anasi?
Afe board one Bank of Ghana dey so ban franka ho. And I know the one say
who denies the Bank of Ghana?
And one say no.
Oh, by Bank of Ghana.
Hey, honorable Gidi.
Board meeting.
Honorable Gidi.